Hey guys, it's Linda again from Linda Has a Travel Bug, and today I'm going to show you room 921, and this is the Citadines in Vienna, Austria. Come on in. And I would have set it out there, but there's a camera literally right above the door. It's very strange. It makes me feel uncomfortable a little bit, you know? But anyway, so before I show you this small establishment, I actually had a room on, I think it was floor 3. When we first got here, it was intense because I like pulled the covers up and there was special hairs all over the covers, and it wasn't just the stuff on your head, it was other kind of hairs, and not the kind you want to think about when you are trying to get comfortable and relax when you first get into a hotel room. So they did move us to the ninth floor, which this is the room that we have, and they said that there was an amazing view. And I'm like, oh, wow, we're going to get an upgrade. Anyway, so here is the kitchen area. We'll just go ahead and get into it. It has everything you need except for a frying pan. So we had to use a pot, and I'll show you a picture of that. I actually took a picture of that. But anyway, there is a dishwasher they advertised. Here's your dishwasher. Okay. And plenty of silverware. That was nice. They have a tea kettle, not a coffee pot. A toaster, which if you use it, it will short circuit the whole place and then you don't have any lights. You don't have any electricity, period. There's a small area where you can do the dishes, a really big sponge to do the dishes with, which was weird, but okay. And let's see, the 2 burners, which was good. A nice knife to cut your bread. Let's see what else. Plates. This is exactly the way it looked when we actually got it, so I wanted to put it back the way we found it, which, was kind of tacky, if you ask me. I guess this is where you put the spices, because I can't imagine putting anything else in there. And then we actually had to ask for another pot because we only had one pot to use the entire time. And some space to put whatever, I guess if you're staying for a while. They do have a nice size refrigerator for such a small room. I thought that was pretty handy. And a microwave, which we did not use. Oh, and there's this right here. There's a reason for this. We're not being tacky on purpose, but we had to cover up this light. It doesn't seem bright, right now, but when you have the lights off, it is crazy bright. I've never seen a microwave have such bright, lighting. But anyway, okay, so let's go to the bathroom since we're already here. All right, so nice sized toilet, for what you got to do. Good lighting. When you turn this on, you do anything and things go everywhere. Water goes everywhere. The soap that they give you to use is the poorest smell I've ever smelled. I don't know what's in it, but it doesn't smell very good. And again, also, the bathroom itself, when we first walked in, there was a faint smell. I thought it was like a painting or some kind of construction smell, but it was actually the sewage backup. That's another thing about this bathroom that was really disheartening, along with the water splashing all the way out. Every time you turn on the water, to take a shower, the water would come all the way to about here, and we had to use towels to, wipe it up. But this is a recurring thing in Europe. The way they have built the showers is it's almost like they want you to clean the floor every time you take a shower. But anyways, the shower was fine. It was a little cold, and apparently there's a clothesline here. I guess I don't know how you pull this out, but it seems like it's a clothesline. And I thought maybe the pole was missing, but I guess you hang your towel here. I didn't really do that, but uh, anyway, let's see what else. The smell was pretty bad. So I felt dirty after I got out of the shower. That's all I'm going to say. They included some cups right here, which I use for my toothbrush. I wouldn't actually drink water out of the cup. And this was interesting. They had this out, and I pulled up one tissue, and the whole damn thing came out. I mean, it was just like, what? Did somebody already use the tissue? They have a blow dryer. I guess this is one of the tissues that fell out. They have a blow dryer, which I did not use. More space down there, which was nice. And then they have this tiny little trash can. I don't understand what's going on in Europe with the tiny trash cans, but I'm pretty sure people have more trash than what's in that tiny trash can if you're staying for more than a couple days, which we did. Okay, so now let's get to the closet. I thought that this was pretty good amount of space for your clothes that you would hang up, or, you know, storage and whatnot. Even had an ironing board, which I did not use, and I don't think most people do. Maybe they do. Plenty of shelves for clothing, and a safe, which I never use because I have read horror stories that, you know, room service comes in and does other things besides clean your room. More storage, and then I guess up here is some extra blankets, maybe, I'm guessing. And then one thing I did like was the long mirror again. I can see what I look like. We actually went out on Saturday night, and I got to see what I look like. Even though I'm wearing the same clothes every day, I still got to see what I look like. So that was cool. Anyway, so there's a lot of lights in here, which was kind of weird, you know, for a hotel room, which I kind of liked. So there are some good things, but there's a lot of bad things. I'm going to get to the bad things. So we went to lay down in the bed, okay, the double bed, which was stuck together. We had to unstick it. It was very difficult, by the way, because we can't sleep together. But we laid down, and the first thing I noticed was right up here, there's a sticker there that says Mark and Linda's X Adventures, because that's the stickers that we had. Peel that off. I can't reach it, but Mark can. And that right there was blinking so bright. I don't see it blinking because it's light outside. If I were to close the curtains, maybe you could see it, but it was so bright and so annoying. Oh, I'd have to turn out all the lights. Maybe I can. Hold on. Let's see if it'll work. Yeah, okay, so you can see that red light right there, but it was actually blinking. I don't know why it's not blinking right this second, but it was literally blinking the entire time when I was trying to sleep. So we decided to get up in the middle of the night and put a sticker over that blinking light. Absolutely outrageous. Okay, so anyway, so come on in. Let me show the other thing that we had to cover up. This is so ghetto. This is a cereal box, cardboard. Okay, so basically right here, that never went away. The brightness was intense. It was a white light. It stayed on the entire time, so we had to cover that up as well, so we could have a fairly dark room, you know. There were still some weird lights in here, but those are the main two things that were just awful. Three things that we had to cover up. But anyway, so I ripped that off, ripped the Band-Aid off, right? Anyway, so here I wanted to show you, hard to go up and down, but this is what you get. You can do this, and that's as far as you can go. You're not allowed to have the heat any higher than this, okay? And down here, if you go, this is really weird. I guess there's some sort of AC right here. And the lowest you're allowed to go is going to be 20 Celsius. That's as low as you're allowed to go. So they have preset this stuff so you cannot mess with it. Of course, I'm going to turn this off because I don't want the AC on right this second. But anyway, so that sucked. So basically, you're forced, if it's warm in here and you can't turn the AC on, you're going to have to open up this window, which I'm afraid of heights. But this is the view, by the way. We'll just double up on this and show you the view, the beautiful view that they were talking about. That's the view, guys. Okay, so if it's loud or if there are bugs, which there aren't any that I can see, then you're not going to be able to keep this open at night while you're trying to sleep. Okay, curtains substantial, nice and thick, pretty blackout to me. And the bed itself, standard. Nothing to write home about, that's for sure. I'm not really sure what this is right here, but the decor was like this in the other room as well, so I'm guessing this is just what they do in every room. I don't understand it because it doesn't block out any sound whatsoever. It is so loud. The rooms are paper thin. And it bothers me because every place in Europe that I've been to, and I've been to a lot of hotels and apartments and whatnot and condos, and it's always been very quiet. But here it is literally like paper thin. I could not sleep a wink last night, so I probably sound crazy. I'm so tired because of people next door. You could hear them talking. Any little sound, if they dropped like a pen on the ground, you could hear it. I thought somebody was in the room at one point. It was crazy. And then there was a strobe light coming through the window at one point. It was really weird. And anyway, okay, so getting past that, I'm a little upset by it. But the shelving, it's nice to put. You can put something up here. I don't know. Maybe a hat or whatever, but it reminded me, this right here and over here, kind of like for a cat, like little perches for cats. And I'm not a cat. So I'm not really sure what their angle is. Even the light, like it's like whoever designed this designed it for a cat to live here. Because here's another little perch. Okay, so nice long desk, which I did not use at all. Neither did my partner. Very hard chair, but I was happy that there were 2 chairs instead of 1. Let's see, what else? This right here was a nice touch. You could put your suitcase up here, and then put it down here to store, which was nice. The other room, I'm going to show you pictures so you can see the disgusting. It was so gross, everything, even down to, this is actually an upgrade from what we had in the room before. There were like scuffs and dirt and grime. It was so disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting, but it did not smell like sewage like it does in here. So I'm going to say that this hotel, well, actually, let me just say that this was a nice TV, a nice big TV. I was very thankful for the TV. I'm going to show you the walk up. I'm just going to tell you right now from what I have seen, nothing works right. We went to the gym and one of the treadmills did not work and we had to get maintenance out. I don't understand what's going on. I tried to use their little water in the gym. They have like a Brita water filter thing. I put my cup underneath and it was like to get the water out of the cold part. And it was literally like, I don't know, it just looked like dirty water. And I drank a sip of it and it was like salt, just complete salt. I don't know what kind of formula they're using, but they need to fix that as well. Okay, so getting to the coffee makers downstairs that they, tout that it's free coffee 24/7. The coffee had no caffeine in it, and some of the functions were broke. And so they had to fix that as well. I don't know if it got fixed or not. Getting here was really, really hard it was hard to find the place, and there was a lot of walking involved and a lot of stairs to climb just to get here. So, as far as a review, out of 10 stars, I would say 2. And the only reason I'm giving them 2 is because of the TV, and they do have a gym. So yeah, that's my review of this place. I hope you guys are well informed and choose not to stay here because you will not sleep. You may get a good workout, you may not. And what else? You will be sleeping in dirt. Okay. All right. Linda has a travel bug. Please follow, like, or subscribe, whatever. But yeah, thank you so much. I'm very tired right now because of this room. So um, talk to you later. Bye. Linda has a travel